Welcome to another episode of You Both Suck. I'm Kunal Aurora.
And I'm Dara Pollock.
This is a comedy podcast about conflict. We want to say right at the top, thank you for those who have subscribed, rated, and reviewed. For everyone else, please continue to do so. That really helps. It makes a huge difference.
I thought you were going to say, for all of like everyone else, fuck you.
No, that's why.
That's why I thought you were going
Oh,
with
you
that.
fucking freeloaders.
No, that's not what I was going to do at all, actually. That's crazy.
It's crazy because it sounds exactly like something you would do.
That's what I'm saying. Okay.
That's not
Okay.
what the point. Anyway, let's get
Yes.
into it. We have a guest today. I'm so happy to have Shane Torres on.
Thank you.
Comedian who has been on Conan, who's been on Colbert, has toured the world with Bert Kreischer, now has a special out of his own called Blue-Eyed Mexican, which is available on YouTube, and you can see it today.
Yes, it's out now.
And I watched it a few days ago.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, it was awesome.
I appreciate you.
Yes, of course.
I'm working on it. It's going okay. People seem to like it. From what I can tell, I have not read any of the comments.
Don't ever read the comments.
And I have had two people text me like the amount of views, and I'm like, this is a disaster. No. And then they're like, they just said it because it's on my channel as well as Bert's. Right. So like, and then I'm like, oh, well, that's not so bad. They only sent me the amount of views from one channel.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm like, then they're like, the amount of relief I felt when I realized that was like, you know, when you almost hit something in your car and you're like, oh. I was like, oh God. Woo! Looks like you might be sticking around for a few more years, Torres.
I like
amazing.
that. Yeah, I mean, listen, I saw it live. I thought it was good. Thought it was worth putting
thought
up.
it was good.
I thought it was worth putting on the internet.
Nice.
I'd go back.
Yeah.
That's the good chili.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wouldn't return my money that I didn't pay.
I think we did well then.
Yeah,
right?
you did.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, you did.
Yeah.
I think we made something different and interesting, which is
Yes.
cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And, it looks different, and it is a little different, I think. And then we had some cool people involved in it. So
Yes,
yeah.
100%. So this is the first special. I'm excited to see what comes of it.
Yeah.
Mostly
Me.
because I've opened for Shane, so I'm hoping that, you know what I mean, that it
get some-
benefits
yeah.
me.
It's so self-serving.
It's so
good.
crazy. Like, you're not a Republican, but you believe in trickle-down economics.
Oh, yeah, baby. I'm hoping.
As somebody who
think
grew up in
yeah.
Queens in the 80s, you should hate that more than anything.
I was going to say, though, I think I'm with you on that.
Right?
I'm like, yeah. You know.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I want you to do well.
Yeah.
That's what I really. Yeah.
I know you.
So
I know.
I could do
I
well.
believe very much you want me to do well.
Yes.
But I
Yes.
also.
Yeah.
I think there's like a little bit. He was like, maybe Kunal get to wet his beak a little.
Yeah.
And I feel the same. I do the
You know
same
what?
thing.
I was just going to say that we all, especially people in like show business, entertainment, don't all do that to some degree, that we're all not a little
for sure.
opportunist.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think
Yes.
we'd be lying to ourselves.
All my friendships are completely sincere. I love insert name.
We'll send you that clip, and you could send it to other people.
There you go.
Please, successful podcaster.
Hello, infamous network.
That's black and red. Yeah. I think that was from your special, actually.
I love
Yeah.
Peacock.
That's perfect. Yeah.
For me, it would be like, hello, Crackle.
Hey, man, we all need a crackle at some point.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So we like to, should we lead it off? Should we get right into it?
I wanted to talk about your sweater first, and I know Shane
Thank
did
you.
too.
Yeah, you cut it off.
Yeah, I'm so happy
So,
that I tried to get
do
around this.
you want to jump, and then we can just kind of tag
I
team
mean,
this?
I just felt like he looks like he's going skiing in Aspen. It reminded me of very much of like a Dumb and Dumber vibe. It's not that it's bad,
Yes.
but it's got that like
Got a
Aspen.
little bit of
I'm-
Lloyd Christmas on it. Yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's got that like rich guy, but like kind of I don't know,
Rich guy, but
But-
still on food stamps.
It's kind of like
rich guy, but still something's a little off. I don't know. That's what it's giving.
It gives me the energy of someone who's like really looks forward to the seasonal cups at Starbucks.
Yes,
Like it's
Collects
very
them?
like, well, why would I put a collar on it when it's got all this beautiful art?
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything
I like
else?
it. I like it.
Anything
The
else?
peppermint mocha's back, babe. Babe. You're in a couple where you can both call each other babe a lot.
Yes.
Gingerbread lattes everywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm a
So-
PSL guy.
You are? You like the pumpkin spice?
I love the pumpkin spice latte.
I do too. I don't hate it, but
Yeah.
you know what the trick is? You got to get an extra shot of espresso, otherwise it's too sweet. That's
I
how
understand.
They
that.
are really. That's a very. Yeah. There's like. I feel like my teeth
Yeah.
hurting.
Yeah.
Something is just
Yeah.
go rotting.
And I always
our teeth.
appreciate being made fun of by both people in gym gear. But sure, sure. Let's get
I literally am
Well,
always wearing
Sorry,
athleisure.
some of us are taking care of ourselves.
yeah, it shows.
Yeah. Look, you lose like 6 pounds over the course of 8 months, and then you brag about it on your podcast.
I mean,
Meanwhile, you have a 5 o'clock shadow of a man who is going through a very rough divorce, and you want to fucking run up on me like that? Like, stop acting like you're the fucking picture of fitness.
I lost 25 pounds.
no, he definitely did drop some.
He
I mean,
he looks
it's- yeah.
good.
Thank
But
you.
here's the
Yeah.
thing: the moment he does something, he will let you know about it.
yeah, that's
And
true.
that is not. Let people notice on your own. Like people come up to me all the time and they're
Yeah.
like, "You're losing weight," and I'm like, "No." So that lets me know what they think of
You know
me.
the problem
I
is they
mean-
don't notice fast enough, dude.
Oh, do they not notice fast enough talking to the guy who just put out a special who's worried about his career?
Okay,
Are
yeah.
people not noticing things fast enough about
That's
you?
fair enough. Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I walk into this
I get it.
building and her doorman looks at me like I'm here to strip the wire out of it.
Yeah, that's right.
I have a look
Everything about you says will steal copper.
for sure,
Yeah,
but except for who I am.
yeah, I know.
Like I wish I was as venomous as people seem to think.
Yeah, I wish
I'd
you
be
were
doing
as venomous
fuck-
as I
Yeah.
was. I am.
I know. If I
Yeah.
had half of your dickheadedness, I'd be fucking hanging out with James Dolan at the Met Gala.
Yeah, and if I had half of your sincerity, I would probably.
You could hold a customer service job.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'd hold a decent 9 to 5. That's for damn certain.
Oh my God. Speaking of the Met, I was at, and speaking of weight loss too, and not weight loss, I was at a red carpet premiere the other day, and I wore a tight sequin dress thing, and I wore a blazer over it because I couldn't zip it up all the way.
I have been there.
Well,
Listen, I think it's a relatable problem, and I
Right.
feel like, listen, I'm still carrying a little holiday stuffing weight, and that's fine, and that's what blazers
No, you look
exist for.
fantastic. It's Kunal who's got.
okay. Here we go. My name is Zach Galifianakis. We're back here between two fatties, and
I regret nothing. I like my life.
No,
I'm curvy and I like
yeah,
it.
listen.
It's so crazy you think you're curvy. Never say that. in
yeah,
front of me
that's
again.
insane. Yeah.
I'm not like a rail. I have curves.
Yeah.
And
All right. Well,
Here's the thing: is like you've been in New York your whole life, so you're like your
That's
distorted
fair.
view of thin.
oh yeah, trust me,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not trying to say I'm like a thick with 2 C's type
Yeah.
of bitch.
Oh,
I'm
right,
not
right,
saying
right.
that,
Yes,
but I'm
yeah.
not like a rail. I'm
Yes,
a size
that's true.
6. Like that's not
that's true.
that's
that's
small.
not a 2.
That's
you know what
very
I mean?
true.
But like,
Yeah.
if,
Small,
if you go
but-
across the Hudson, you are like very.
Yeah.
I'm very thin.
Then
in Hudson.
you're a coat hanger.
I was
That's
watching
interesting.
30 Rock
Okay.
the other day,
Okay.
and
take it.
the Kenneth character was talking to Liz Lemon, and he goes, "You should be happy. You have a great job. You're young. You're thin. Well, not New York thin.
Right, that is real. That's real.
Yes.
It's real.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
But you
It's
know.
definitely real. But
Yeah,
okay.
but it's all comparative though. You
Right.
know, like
100%.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
These skinny women couldn't get through anything in Atlanta. I'll tell you that. They'd be cast
Interesting.
aside.
Okay.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah.
All right. Now that we've poked at each other's weight and my sweater, shall we now?
Yeah,
Okay.
speaking of weight, we'll
Yeah.
talk about sugary cereals, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Beautiful. Nicely done, Dara, on the transition. Well played.
Thank you.
All right. So we're going to do a fuck, marry, kill. We're going to do breakfast cereal mascots. All right. We've got Count Chocula. We've got Tony the Tiger. And we've got Captain Crunch.
Yeah.
All right. Shane.
The guest goes first?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually, yes.
Yeah. Usually.
You don't
Okay,
have to,
well-
but usually.
Yeah. If you want to defer, we can.
Yeah.
We're okay with that
If
too.
you need a min.
I would like to go later, I think.
Okay.
because,
Sure. Dara,
All right.
would you like to lead it off?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm fucking Tony the Tiger because he
Beautiful.
has the biggest fuckboy energy. I
Right.
mean, you're great. Like, just he looks like he
Kinda
wears
burly.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah, like he's a big dude. I mean, Tiger, and his
Right.
name is Tony. Like,
You know,
Tony
if you
the
look,
Tiger.
you know his eyes are yellow.
Of course
He's-
they are.
He's got jaundice.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's got jaundice.
He's basically
or
like
he's
a
evil.
Jersey Shore cast member.
Literally, like Tony the
yes.
Tiger. That's like literally in the
Yeah.
intro of Goodfellas, like Tommy 2 times or some shit.
You
It's
know
the
he
same
doesn't like
thing.
if they did a full figure photo. He's got his legs are so skinny. He's got like a cheetah's legs.
Yes, he's wearing like a wife beater and a chain. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
He's
literally.
got like a chihuahua's legs.
He's just saying the rosary a bunch.
Yeah.
yeah.
All
So that's why fuck. And then I'm marrying Count Chocula.
Okay.
Because of
All right.
partially because of my Transylvanian roots.
Okay.
Are you Transylvanian?
My dad is from Transylvania.
Really? Does
Half
he have the
Romanian.
accent?
A little bit, yeah.
I-
When I make fun of him, he has it even more. But yes,
That's
My-
really dope. I like that because you're sticking to like this is somebody who your
well,
father would like.
it's that, but also vampires don't age. I mean,
Not
you know,
bad.
He's a protector. I
Right.
feel like he'll kill anybody.
Yes.
For me, I like that. yeah.
Okay.
My ex.
And then hold on.
no.
Yeah. So fin to the third one.
Okay, third, and then obviously I'm gonna have to kill Captain Crunch. I'm sorry. Listen, I love the cereal, but he's like 90. He's no fashion sense whatsoever, and I just feel like you can't take that to like a party. You know what I mean? He's like it's just gold digger energy on my part.
What a reaction.
Hey.
Yeah. I mean, clear. I like it.
I'm just saying.
All
Anyway,
right.
I want to hear about the X story. though.
My ex, she was a vet tech, and the vet she worked for was from Transylvania. So I would
Interesting,
pick her up
see?
from work sometime, and he would just be like, "Mandy, before you go, you have to clean up all the poop."
Exactly.
And he's like, "You have to secrete the Doberman's anal glands."
Yeah, right. My dad doesn't sound like that.
Like
The
he was
cadence-
like cartoonish.
Yeah,
like,
that's crazy. My
One
dad's
anal
yeah.
gland, two anal
yeah.
gland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll go next.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm going to have to. First of all, let me just say this. You know what
Okay.
really stinks right here?
All right.
No female breakfast cereal mascots.
Wait. No. Really?
There's like none. It's an overwhelmingly male-dominated. We could at least agree on that. It's overwhelmingly
Exchanged looks at
male-dominated.
each other.
Yeah,
It was
I would say it's a male-dominated.
It's a male-
It
like
is.
a
No,
male-dominated field.
Yes.
but like
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
And frankly, if I'm supposed to, I thought this is an era of equality. Where are the female breakfast cereal mascots?
Why would this be an era of equality? These things have been around for 50 years.
This
Yeah,
is
but
interesting.
I'm saying now.
Googling. You're right, though.
I'm saying now, though, there should be more female breakfast cereal mascots.
Name a new cereal.
Well, they make new cereals all the time.
Carmela Creeper? Who is
see what I mean?
What is
Right,
this?
like-
That's
She's got headphones. She's a DJ.
Yeah.
She's probably from Queens or Jersey.
Absolutely. Now,
And her name is Carmela. She's definitely from Queens.
So,
or Jersey.
see what I'm saying? Like, how am
100%.
I supposed to believe in feminism
Wait a minute.
if there's no
right.
breakfast cereal?
That's quite enough. Fucking relax. Berry
I thought he was onto
Pebbles.
something.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but it actually is a very good point. I never thought about this
Yeah.
until right this moment.
I think
That's crazy.
Here's what I'm guessing why. I
Sure.
have a theory.
Yes, because women weren't allowed to work, so they had no need to eat breakfast.
I'm literally on Reddit
Well, I
now.
guess they're the ones like making it for the men. It's not eating. So.
That's funny.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like maybe that's it.
yeah, you
Yeah.
know, the
Yeah.
misogyny, I could see it. I could see
Right.
that.
They're
yeah.
making it, and then when the husband throws it against the wall, because that's not what they really wanted, they're,
I told you I want a bacon, egg, and cheese, you old bag.
they're just cleaning it up. So there's no
Hey,
time.
I got. While I'm at work, I made something for you to do today. Now clean the shit up. Instead of spending all my goddamn money.
So there's no time. And you don't want to stare at another woman looking at you in disappointment if she's on the box.
Wish my husband would give me something to clean.
Yeah. So
I can't.
this is
okay.
a point that I thought about today. I was like,
Okay.
there's no female breakfast mascots.
That's fair.
And so that's very upsetting to see. Mm-hmm. Now, if we're gonna pick,
I don't believe that you believe it's upsetting.
He has moments of bursts of like feminist energy.
Yes.
He does. Like when I apologize,
100%.
he gets mad at me if I say sorry, and I do it all the time, and I know I shouldn't do it. I'm very careful now because he gets so annoyed when I say sorry for things that I don't technically need to be sorry for.
I can't stand
Like
it.
if you're like sliding behind him, you're like, sorry. Like
anything. I mean,
Anything.
yeah,
he'll just
like,
be it's
sorry.
your kitchen. What are you telling me it's sorry for? It's like,
Right.
well, it wasn't like necessarily needed to be anything.
It's a reflex at this point for me,
Yeah.
but he does get very upset about it. And you know what? I guess I appreciate it. You know.
Yeah, and
I
He
guess
has
there
bursts.
is
Yeah.
a value in the thinking. of
Right.
that,
right.
yeah.
And I will say
Yeah.
this though, once you bringing that up, you've said sorry a lot less.
That's
Pretty dope.
why.
Yeah.
That's why, because I don't want
Pretty
to be
nice.
yelled at.
Yeah.
Nagging
Yeah.
works.
There you go. Thank you.
Yes.
If I'm going to, I'll probably marry Tony the Tiger.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
He'll beat you.
I understand that. I understand that. But you know what I mean?
Says the woman who chose Count Chocula.
I mean, he'll protect me.
I understand Tony the Tiger. It would be an
You got
abusive
it all
relationship,
wrong.
but you like to replicate what you grew up with. And frankly, that's probably what that is.
Trauma.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I'm going to have to definitely
someone had a rough childhood. Only off-brand cereals in my house.
only bag cereals for me.
Who got it from my family grocery
Imitation.
store?
The imitation.
I will have to fuck Captain Crunch. All right?
Okay.
Because if he's willing to hurt the roof of my mouth, what else is he willing to wreck?
Guys.
He's so old.
Yeah, but listen, if
You
he
want
can,
those old balls in your face?
if he can wreck my mouth, what else can he wreck? That needs to be
My
asked.
dick's about to run aground.
Yeah, if he's about to drop anchor in my ass, I want to know.
Land ho.
Yeah. I think that requires something. And I got to kill Count Chocula.
Wow.
He's just not for me. I've never been about it. And yeah, I'm going to go with a no.
Fine.
Wooden stake to the heart. I'm done.
Ah.
All right.
Interesting.
So
Shane.
I would marry. I think I would marry Captain Crunch, and he's a captain, so there's a bit of aristocracy there.
Yes,
Like,
yes. There's an insurance policy.
there's a lot going on.
There's a
I know
retirement
he's a
plan.
man of discipline.
Yeah.
and he's gone a lot.
I'm the captain now.
He's
Yes.
gone
Yeah.
a lot.
He's gone.
It's just Shane
He
on a
needs to
widow's
see-
walk.
Yeah.
When is my
My captain. My captain.
And that's when I get fucking bone crushed by Tony the Tiger.
See?
See, 'cause,
Fuckboy energy.
yeah, but it's also like that guy is gonna fucking throw it around, and
bent over the rail of the widow's walk?
just getting in there,
Yeah.
and and it's not. He seems burly, and
Yeah.
as a broader man, I am often not held, so that'd be nice. And then you gotta kill the Count. Just for here's the thing. My thing is this lonely fucking house husband is the person who killed Count Chocula. I don't even need this dude, this captain after a while. So I'm on my own. So it's and everyone's like, nobody's been able to kill the Count. How'd you fucking do it? And I was like, I'll show you how.
Yeah.
And
That's true. He doesn't.
Then
he
I got to
can't-
hit podcast. So then I'm good to go.
Yeah, he can't leave the house. That's one thing
That's
I thought
true.
about with Count Chocula, which I
Yeah.
didn't really think about until right now. But I'm like, yeah, he doesn't go anywhere.
You're a
Yeah.
homebody. You can't have two homebodies
That's
in
true.
the house.
That's true. Yeah, I didn't think of that. But
whenever you're with somebody,
know.
also if you're dating somebody, it's good when you have different schedules.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
that's a vital situation.
Yeah, if there's a thing of when you're living with someone and then they're always just there.
Yeah.
I was living with somebody during COVID, as you were too.
Yeah.
Mine did not last clearly, but I
Right.
truly don't believe that was the reason. I made sure that we had nights where it was I'll be in the bedroom watching my trash reality TV. You can be out here playing Call of Duty or whatever the fuck you're doing, and that's what we did.
Oh, it sounds like it's over.
I honestly, I liked those nights. That's perfect for me.
Those
I
are
like my
great.
time.
Yeah.
I need that.
I was talking with somebody about that the other day. I was just I like dating and being with people, but sometimes I'm just let me have a little martini and me time.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the best. That's my
Yes.
favorite time.
100%.
Yeah.
Some Dina likes to take baths, and that's a huge deal for her. And I'll do all that stuff. Or let's say she wants to watch trash reality shows.
Yeah.
I'll go into the bedroom and just with my Nintendo Switch.
That's
and
what
just be out.
literally that's what we
Yeah.
would do. Except I went into the bedroom because I don't know why. This is my apartment, but
Yeah, that is weird.
I'm a people pleaser, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
But everybody's different.
All right, shall we?
Oh yeah. Okay, hold on one second. So I will caveat that
Yes.
we did take this submission, this squabble from Reddit, because one of my friends I was talking to her about it, and she was just like, you can just take popular posts from Reddit and read them if you want, right? And I was like, you know what? Let's give it a shot. Like,
Yes.
why not?
Yeah.
I think it might be fun because there's.
I'm gonna be honest. This one's it's a meaty one.
This is media. I'm gonna try to get through this
Meaty.
without dying.
It's hefty.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So it's from the "Am I the Asshole" thread. Okay. So it says, "Am I the asshole for telling my daughter's boyfriend to go home? I picked up my daughter's boyfriend, Ron, not his name, from his house Friday night so we could watch a Christmas movie together. My daughter, Molly, not her name, and I had already had dinner at a restaurant after Christmas shopping, but he hadn't, so I offered to make him dinner. Ron wanted to prepare something on his own, so I told him he could use our kitchen. He's done this before, is responsible, and uses our equipment with care. By the way, they're both 17. We get home and he walks into...
What a weird name. Am I allowed to interrupt, or how do we do this?
I feel like it's probably better if you don't, simply because this one's so long.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
So I'm
I just got to say, I don't like
hold on to it.
fictionally naming 17-year-olds Ron.
So that's a great point, actually. However,
I'm already on this kid's side. I'm done. Like, I'll stop interrupting now. But,
No, that's fine. But it is a good point. It's
That's
It's an odd name to choose.
Hey, Ron and Molly are coming over.
I don't think they're
She's
from
a diner
here.
waitress and he's a trucker.
Ron does sound like it was a guy she dated in the 80s.
Maybe,
sure.
yeah.
She's still upset about it.
Yeah, that's a possible. Okay. So we get home and he walks into the kitchen, which was a mess, and that's my fault. I hadn't had time to clean it up after cooking dinner the night before. Ron says he can't work like this and proceeds to clean up the kitchen with my daughter's help. I left the kitchen to do something else. A few minutes later, I walk into the kitchen to make tea and hear my daughter say the mess is due to my procrastination. So I explained that I had been up since 3 a.m. I work the early shift and hadn't had time to clean the kitchen because I had other things to take care of, and I had taken her Christmas shopping after work. She asked if I was done. I went to the living room to watch TV. Minutes later, Ron goes outside with the small compost bucket for kitchen scraps to dump in the large bin provided by the city. He walks back in complaining about the gunk stuck to the bottom, which did not fall out. It's a mixture of coffee grounds and bacon fat, so it's hard to shake out. He tells me he's going to hose it off outside. As he's leaving, I remember that the outdoor hose is off because it's winter, so I yell, "Come back, the hose won't work, it's turned off." Note, this is the second time in a week that he's expressed disgust at our kitchen scraps bucket, so I'm getting irked about it because I take it as a criticism, whether he means it that way or not. Also, the fact of his parents' kitchen always being clean is something that he and my daughter have made a point of mentioning a few times. Ron returns with the bucket and Molly washes it out in the sink. When she's done washing it, he comes to the living room holding the bucket, explaining that he's going to put parchment paper in the bottom to prevent the gunk from sticking to the bottom again. I interrupt him and ask him to please not tell me about it because I'm not interested. He continues and I ask him again not to tell me. I don't want to know. He has a puzzled expression on his face and starts again. I tell him to stop talking about it, and if he cannot stop, to go home because I don't want to hear it. He stops and leaves the living room to join Molly in her room. About 15 minutes later, Ron says goodnight and leaves. Molly has asked me to apologize to Ron, and I'm having a hard time convincing myself I was in the wrong.
Hefty.
Hefty.
This is hefty.
It was longer than I remember, so I
Yes.
apologize for
No,
that.
Of course.
No, that's good.
It's a lot of detail.
You read it very well.
Oh, thank you.
Nicely
tried.
done. We'll put a gold star on that.
Thank you.
That was good. It's hard to read a lot.
It is. I actually think I messed up more than I've ever messed up before reading a submission, but that was a long one.
Well, you're in the presence of a big celebrity, I understand.
Yes, it is partially that. But I mean, right off the bat, the thing that got me like immediately was the kid walking into the kitchen going, "I can't work like this." Like,
Yeah.
who are you, Gordon Ramsay? Like,
Yeah,
that's
also-
such an interesting thing to say.
I hate everyone in this story.
Yeah, I mean,
I
same.
really like.
Yeah.
Her shit seems stilted a bit, like
the mom?
Yeah.
So that was the
Okay.
other thing. Do we even know that it's a mom?
She says my daughter.
Yeah,
Well,
but
that
that
still
could be a
mean you
dad.
could still be a dad and be like my daughter.
But isn't that funny? Because I thought the
don't
same
think-
thing. You don't think a dad would do that? Because I was thinking about that
I
too.
don't think.
Oh, I never even thought about that.
I didn't think about it until I read it again this morning.
I definitely took it in the narrative of a woman.
So did I.
And that's a problem.
Yeah,
guys.
that's a huge problem. You guys are both raging fucking sexists.
You said so
You
did
said
I.
the same thing.
I don't remember saying that.
You literally just said it. We have it on tape.
I mean, it's a woman.
Let's just stop.
You're
You're sticking with a woman? Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, the energy is like,
I don't know.
You want to know why I
don't
thought it was a
think-
woman?
here's
Because you
what-
make tea. No man makes tea at night.
You make tea.
I don't. I make tea in the afternoon, and it's like a caffeinated tea.
Well, but this person
not
also
like-
clearly works weird hours.
Yeah,
It
that's
says
true.
3 a.m. thing, and
Also,
I don't
you're
know.
taking your daughter Christmas shopping, and then you bring her man over. You like, let me tell you something. If I'm gonna wake up at 3 a.m. to go to work, and now I bring my daughter's man over to the house so they can play in the kitchen and play house on my dime. The last thing I want to hear is this guy give me guff.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I agree with that, but at the
Yes.
same time, you don't think it's a little weird that they mentioned that? Let's stick with a woman just to make it.
yeah, sure.
Let's just make it easier for
It's
everybody.
a woman. Like, if it's not a woman,
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh,
Yeah,
that's wild.
same.
But
we'll find out.
everyone thinks it's a woman.
Let's
it's a
go
woman.
with it. So the thing of like,
I'm not saying
I
like-
didn't.
yeah.
I didn't clean the kitchen from the night before.
Yeah.
That's a big. You might just be a messy person, and you got to admit that about yourself.
Yeah, some
'Cause,
people
like,
are just messier.
I think
That's just what it
I don't
is.
think I could do that. I don't consider myself a clean freak, but dinner from the night before, if that's still in my sink,
If you're waking up at 3 a.m., where's the
What
where's
do you
the, know?
like? Well, it's like 4 plates is overnight is not a thing. You know?
oh no,
like,
sure.
Sure.
But I
like,
mean, from the
like
night
a bunch of like
before?
chicken stew sitting and there's.
That's
gross.
what I'm
Like,
saying.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't know
He
what the
can't-
detail is.
They have this person has
Yeah.
a little bit of like hoarder energy to me.
Yeah, like a little.
I worked they had a lot of reasons for why
Yep.
their shit was
Not
like
taken
it's
care
very
of.
excusable.
Yes,
Right.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
and then they didn't have a lot of reasons for like why this person helping was like they had
Yeah.
no good intention. Like I don't care that you're putting parchment paper in the bottom of my compost bucket. Like I get it.
They're trying to
And
help.
Ron sucks. We're trying to explain it to like
Yeah.
you're going into somebody's place to use their kitchen and make dinner
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
their home.
Right.
Also, kind of weird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
for,
it's a
like-
They're
boyfriend.
children. They're
But, yeah,
children.
they're
They're also
kids, and it's a
children.
But
boyfriend.
that's how many times when you guys were in high school did you cook a meal just for yourself and your boyfriend?
No, I thought they were doing it together, like the boyfriend.
They
and girlfriend.
no, they ate dinner.
Oh, that's right.
Before.
Oh,
That's
that's
why-
right. That
Yeah.
is a little strange. I have done
This
it.
guy, like, maybe
Yeah.
they're both a little like.
I've done it.
You've gone to a boyfriend's
Yeah.
house and like his
How old were
parents
you?
play.
19 or 20.
Yeah,
I like to have my snacks.
and you've used their kitchen.
I use their kitchen. Yeah,
I've done that
I can
too.
literally think of 2 things I made even, and it was delightful.
Yeah, I've done
But
that
they
too.
weren't. They weren't like they were in the living room watching TV, like,
don't-
like
Right.
this.
Yeah,
but
I don't think
It was
that's
clean. I mean,
it's like 19. I guess it's not that weird, but it's a little like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make dinner is way
Dinner
way
is
different
weird
than
than a
getting
snack.
a snack.
Yeah, like, this was like, I
if you're
was-
putting cheese on crackers. That's one
Right,
thing.
I
If
made
you're
like
making
a-
a whole meal, that's another.
I made a quesadilla.
Okay, well
I
that's a
was
meal.
high.
That's
That's
kind of a snack though.
It's a snack. I think
Yeah.
it's a
It's
snack.
kind of a snack.
I mean, we don't know. Was this guy making?
Kunal's really healthy now,
Like
so
that.
he doesn't
I
think
do want to know what
Yeah.
he's cooking. If he's like, you're out of white pepper.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
I can't make my famous
Yeah.
tortellini. I don't know.
I can't work like this.
Yeah, he's got like
Hand-
flour all over the counter, and
Yeah.
he's just
Yeah.
like really making a.
It's like chef's table in there.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
like, yeah.
I don't know. I think
don't
that
know.
it is a lot when you're using whatever it is. If you're using someone's kitchen,
Yeah.
and it's not up to snuff to your liking, you want to know what you don't do. You don't bitch to the people who own the kitchen.
Okay, so here's the thing, though. I
agree.
I agree
Yeah.
with that, but the kid was trying to help.
Okay, well, cleaning up. You needed the kitchen anyway.
Sure.
Like,
yes.
you asked-
I'm talking about the gunk in the.
Okay. If we're jumping to the gunk, that's one thing.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
that's
saying
what I
I'm
was
still
talking
talking
about.
about the cooking.
Got it,
The
sorry.
cooking aspect. You don't come to me, use my kitchen, and then criticize my
I
kitchen
agree.
for what it
It
is.
it is a little weird.
When I was younger, I used to give my mom shit about the sharpness of her knives.
I mean,
and it
it's-
was a dickhead move.
we talk about this.
Yes,
but yeah, it's,
we've talked about this before. It's like, listen, I don't find her knives sharp enough.
no, but that's a thing, though.
It is a thing.
The
It is a
moms
thing.
from the old country,
They
their
don't- they
knives
don't
are
use-
terrible. My
yeah, they
mom's
use
knives are
bad
the
knives.
What are you
same.
guys talking about?
What do you
don't know
mean?
what- like,
you
you
don't
don't
know
have-
this?
My mom was from another country.
And
she has good knives.
sharp knives.
Yeah, she had knives. That
That's
are fine.
crazy. My
That's-
mom's knives are always dull.
Where's
a
your
lo-
mom from?
I mean, my mom's actually from here, but like
Okay,
the
so
Greek
you're-
side. But
there's
I mean,
a whole It's already fallen apart, your argument.
Well, my mom's from India. They don't have. She didn't use sharp
Yeah,
knives.
I just feel like everyone from our generation, like our parents, maybe it's not an old country thing, but it's like a older person thing.
It's obviously not an old country thing. You said your mom's from Queens. like,
yeah, there's no old country.
I was like, maybe my mom's the weird one.
Yeah,
but it turns out, like, each of our moms do a different thing.
Yeah.
It's a boomer thing.
It's a boomer. Maybe.
I change it now.
I mean,
Do you remember the sharpness of your mom's knives?
I remember they worked.
That's interesting.
Working and sharp are two different things.
How sharp does it need to be?
If it can cut a tomato without squishing it, that's what it needs to do.
Okay, well my mom's knives were sharp.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
That's the test. If you can cut a tomato without squishing it, that's a sharp knife.
My mom's knives were like butter.
That's a good test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my mom's knives they were dull as shit.
Yeah, so are my mom's and my yaya, like everybody.
Right.
My soft.
I mean, I have had lunch at your mom's place a couple of times, and to be fair, you talk to her like she's a busboy that's about to get fired.
We talk to each other that way, all right?
I don't know.
I think...
All I know is this sweet lady.
Oh, here we go.
I was going to say, here we go.
When I fly in
I've seen this
to
before.
LaGuardia.
Yeah, here we go.
Pass me over.
Yes.
After I get on a 6 a.m. flight from Detroit, makes an amazing meal.
Yeah, I wasn't
and she packs your fucking car full of food.
Okay.
And then you're like, yeah, fine.
We all do it to
Call
our
my
moms.
brother.
I'm just saying, I wasn't like wildly
I
disrespectful.
mean, all that shit was cut and working up to snuff for me.
Yeah, of course, because she knows how to cut those with those knives.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I'm not saying they don't cut, Shane. I'm saying they cut. I'm just saying they're not that sharp.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on
they're
this.
sharp enough for your moms to use to cut.
Yes.
Okay, no, hold on.
But
Okay.
no.
Please,
You're not
go
winning
ahead.
this one.
No,
Go ahead.
I am.
Yeah.
Bring it.
I'm sure. So the people who use the knives all the time.
I wasn't.
I'm not done.
Okay.
Yeah, let him finish.
I know you
sure.
both suck. How's that? Who use the knives all the time.
Yes.
Seem to be able to
Right.
prepare meals and sustain their lives and
100%.
get enough nutrition.
Yes.
With the cutlery they have in their home.
Absolutely.
And then
And-
you guys come in.
Yes.
And they're like, this isn't sharp enough. I'm fucking butchering this tomato.
Yes.
Right.
Might as well be a mallet.
Yes.
Right.
Like,
Yes.
no.
Basically, yes. I
Now,
mean, if you know how to cook and you know what good
okay.
knives are, which
And
I do.
this is my point.
Yeah.
My point is this. When
Yeah.
I was younger, I would make that criticism towards my mom. Now, at this age and at this point in my life, I don't criticize any of her cutlery.
Right.
I let her use the cutlery she wants.
Well said, 38-year-old man.
Yes.
I
takes
grew
a
up to the
while.
point where my mother's suits and spoons are her own business.
Yeah.
And actually,
Yes.
and you know what's actually funny though? To argue your point, I bought my mom new knives, all new gadgets that she can use, and now she tells me that her life has been changed and she wished she did it sooner. Thank you. I'm just saying, as I still am bothered by this. I'm like,
I feel like
use a
she's being nice.
No, my mom would not be nice. She does not.
It's true. She doesn't mince words.
Literally
She
would
does
tell me.
mince garlic now that it's been now that the knives are
No,
sharp.
my mom is the type who will keep a gift from me and never fucking use it. Like if she doesn't like it. So trust me.
She's from Queens?
Yep.
Yeah.
And she's using it and she will tell me that she loves it. It's the best thing I got her this garlic press thing that she's obsessed with. I don't even think it's that amazing, but she loves it now.
But getting
Will
back
not
to
chop
when I
garlic.
was younger, I would criticize my
Anyway,
mom's
yeah.
cookware, and it was shitty of me. And I can admit that. And that's fully shitty of me to do. And I stopped doing that because it's not my cutlery to
Also,
use.
it costs money.
Yeah.
sure,
of course. I'm admitting I was wrong.
But
here.
emptying out a
Yeah.
compost bucket does not cost you money.
That's true.
So it's a little bit of an apples to oranges
Right. Now, I'm
comparison.
saying
I could
but
go through each of your apartments and find something that's not up to snuff for the
Of course you
Of
can. Everybody has their
course. Yeah.
things. Of course you can.
hers is a compost, but who wants to spend all the time? I don't know what I'm defending anymore.
I think we're on the same page here, to be honest.
Yeah,
On the cutlery thing, we're not.
The coloring thing, we're never going to agree, but
No,
I know
I
I'm right. And
understand
that's
that.
all that matters.
No,
So-
you're right.
Yes, I do.
Now, I want
This
to
is this is bullshit.
I want to get to the compost.
I want to get to the compost. We're already in the compost.
I think that it's unfair to listen. What I'm saying is it's unfair to judge this person's house.
That's what I am agreeing with.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Entire house?
saying.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
sure.
This is the point. We're all on the same page here.
Yeah.
Okay? We've arrived at it in different ways. Okay?
Yes, I took the shortest route.
Okay. Well, regardless of the fact of how benevolent and kind you are to take the shortest route, the rest of us.
Nice sweater.
Yeah, that just so, this is why you two get along, because you take little jabs that are unnecessary.
I've been on your side this
I
entire
know,
time.
I'm saying here. I'm saying this
okay.
right.
Have you?
At least for the coloring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the point is, we find different ways to go about what we did. But the point is, when you're in someone else's kitchen.
You don't shit on somebody else's house.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I agree
That's the
with that,
point.
but do you know that when you're 17, like you were
No,
just
you
saying?
don't.
You do.
You don't.
I mean, some people don't.
Like,
I wouldn't do it.
I
wouldn't do it.
You were raised a
My
lot more
mo-
respectful than I
my
think both of
mother
us.
Yeah.
would have been fucking appalled.
Yes.
Same.
Like her best friend. My mom goes, we had a drawer that was like the junk drawer in the kitchen.
Yeah.
That was
I
just shit.
still have a junk drawer.
Yeah. But I was at her best friend's house, who's a woman I love, God rest her. And I was like 9. And I go, oh, man, Eileen, you got a lot of junk drawers, because her place was kind of messy. And then my mother fucking took me aside and let me have it.
Yeah. No, I know. That's how I was
most
raised too.
people,
Yeah.
I don't think this is a me thing. Maybe it's where I'm from.
Yeah, I think it's also.
I mean, my mom is the same way. I'm not like that.
But I
with
think
people.
that those
Like, I would never
lessons
say
come
that.
in different ways. Like your mom pulled you to the side and be like, "You're never gonna make this person feel small about the condition of their kitchen, right?" Like for example, and these lessons, and that's the thing about how we are all raised. They all come in different ways. Like when I'm on a bus or a train, and I see someone get on a train, and I'm like, "Oh, they could use that seat." That part of me is just ingrained from when I was a child. And I remember sitting in a seat on a bus, and somebody older had gotten on, and I did not get up. And my mom yanked me out of that chair so hard.
Yeah.
I felt like my arm was
Yeah.
going to come out of its socket.
Yeah, this kid seems like a bit of a shit.
Yeah,
Yes.
oh, sure.
Yes.
I agree.
And I think that these
Did
lessons.
you date assholes when you were 17?
Did I date assholes? It's all I did. Wait, what?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm saying this might be a 17-year-old daughter kind
That's
of.
what I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
saying. I
yeah.
think like when you're young, you don't know, and you date guys who are idiots, but also you could be an idiot yourself. I mean, I was same as you guys. I was not raised that way. I would never disrespect somebody in their own home like that. I would not. I'd talk shit about it afterwards,
Of
privately,
course.
like a normal person.
Absolutely. Yeah,
of course.
that's
but
expected.
That's normal. But
Yeah.
I think it is maybe just a 17-year-old person.
Yeah,
thing
they're
to
just
do.
Yeah, mostly I think.
Yeah, they're just an uncaring stuff. Now, I wouldn't do that in the girl. If I'm dating this girl, I would never do that in her parents' house.
That's what I'm saying.
This girl that I dated when I was in high school and college, whenever we went to her parents' place, and if we did use the kitchen in any capacity, rarely, because her mom would generally just cook something anyway.
Yeah.
But if we did, I would never criticize at all. No.
Well,
no chance.
To be fair, though, the daughter did. She was talking shit when her mom wasn't in the room.
Yes.
and that could have been the reason why the guy felt it was like okay. It was almost like permission.
There is also like the tone of the narrative, like the narrator's established in this, like that is like a little like they are on their side when they're writing this.
Yes.
Yes, you know.
Of
like,
course.
of course.
They're on their own
100%.
side.
Of
Yeah.
course.
For the most part.
But the daughter
Yeah.
didn't do any justice in like.
No.
No,
yeah,
I don't
my
think
mom
so.
gets up at 3 a.m, guy.
Right,
Like, where do you come
exactly.
off?
Exactly.
Instead, you're saying
But I
she
think-
This has
procrastinates.
the makings of a single parent home.
I
Yes,
was just
it
gonna.
does.
Yes,
It
it
does.
does. 100%. I
Yeah.
was thinking the same thing because my mom and dad got divorced when I was like 4, and my brother used to do that a lot, where he would, complain about things with my mom or whatever, and it's like she's a single parent. Like, what do
Right.
you want? You know what I mean? But like, I got that vibe from this as well. So
it's crazy.
yeah.
My after my mom died, my brothers and I just like we're gonna do Christmas,
Mm-hmm.
and then like we were so tired
Yeah.
trying to do all the shit she did. By
Yeah.
the end, I
Yeah.
was like, I don't know how she did any of this fucking
Yeah.
shit. Like,
Yeah.
I have
Yes.
no idea.
Yeah.
And like I was
Same.
like exhausted and sweaty.
Women
from
do
cooking.
everything. I'm kidding.
All right.
Yeah. Well, let's not get crazy.
Yeah, moms
I think
do
it's a
everything.
man. I don't even think it's a woman anymore.
I mean, I told you it could be. Like, it literally could be.
I don't
We
know.
don't know.
There's
no, I'm teasing.
I know.
There's no
Yeah.
way I got self-respect. Well, I don't know how to say that. But if it had been a man and somebody come out and show me like this is a parchment in the bottom of your compost bucket, if my daughter's boyfriend said that to me, like was like
Yeah.
dumbing shit down for me, it wouldn't have been
Mansplaining.
like I don't care. It would have been like oh. It would have been a little bit like oh. That's my car out there. You're not fucking getting back in it tonight.
See, like, that's the thing, though. That was actually the part that made me think it could have been a guy, because that response to me was a little bit like something a guy would do. I think a woman would
I
have
think
maybe
a-
taken it and then just pouted about it later.
No, I think that she
You
was.
know?
I mean, what do you think that is?
touche, but supposedly said like, "Oh, don't tell me about it. I don't want to." That was the energy to me that sounded a little bit like it could have been
a little
a
more
man.
masculine.
Oh, that sounded to me like
maybe,
You
but
know?
I'm still leaning like
I'm still
90%
leaning-
female.
it sounded to me like
but-
a tired woman who was just like, I don't need to hear
Yeah, I mean,
this either.
same.
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards woman, but I
Sounded
don't
to me
know.
like
A tired woman.
woman's like, I love you. Sounds like another tired lady. Oh, bitch.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I know how to
Yeah.
spot them.
You're a real honey dripper.
I'm out here. I think it's a rough to be told
Yeah.
about that bucket.
Mansplained by a 17-year-old.
Yeah.
That's rough. That's rough stuff.
Rough go.
Also, bacon fat and coffee grounds. Immediately when I read that, I was like, I like this person.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, it's like.
That's all good stuff.
Also, you
But
save the bacon fat. You don't toss
yeah,
it.
exactly. What a monster. But anyway, yeah.
Point being, it's like to be bitched in your own home.
Yeah.
You don't have to take it.
Right.
Yeah,
don't have
and
to
also
take-
after you like opened up your home and gave it, like,
And your
and
But don't you
gave
think
them
it's still-
some
it's
latitude.
but it's an extreme reaction, and I feel like the whole
It's a
I was
li-
irked by it. Yeah, probably because you know that it's something about yourself that you want to change, and you just maybe can't or don't have the time or energy, whatever it is. I think that's what
and
it
also,
is.
This poor woman is just stressed from the holidays. is
That's what
I
I'm
feel.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I really like, and I'm like certain it's a woman. Like
We're gonna have to go read the comments now
I don't
and
know
find
what
out.
dads taking their daughter holiday shopping to dinner
you're single-
and then
single
scooping
parent.
up their boy and then.
You don't think?
I
Single
just
parent?
can't
I don't know.
Name me a dad who has custody of his daughter.
Maybe a mom who died. Maybe.
No, let's stop giving this.
I'm just saying.
I
it could be.
I am telling you, it is a woman. It's a woman. It's a woman.
Okay.
Like,
Okay, we'll operate under
And
the
I
fact
like-
that
We'll
it's a woman.
operate- I mean,
Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
operating
I
on
don't
that
know. We're
anyway.
still doing this, but
Yeah.
like, and I know like this is like sexist of me or a little bit maybe, but it's a woman. Like I mean, like you all,
I was the
most
one
of
who
us are
brought it
thinking
up.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought it up because I
Yeah.
wasn't thinking about it
Yeah.
that way.
I mean, I brought
But
it
I
up,
just don't
so.
think like the only point of masculine, typically masculine energy is the like I don't want
to hear about it. Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, this is a pretty. It's a pretty understanding post in a lot of ways for them to like reach out and be like, "This is like what I'm feeling." Like, so I don't think that's masculine either. Like they're trying to paint a full picture.
Yeah, I get that. I mean,
Right.
a lot of men do write on that thread. I mean, the MI.
But is the tone like very different? It was like I was fucking cage fighting with my bro.
You'd be surprised.
I stepped on his back and he was like, "Yo, me and Dara are trying to have a baby. You can't go stepping on my grape nuts."
Grape nuts, worst cereal
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
so
pretty bad.
It's like cat litter.
yeah, it is like cat litter.
It's like
Literally
what
cat litter. I'm not
gerbils-
convinced it isn't cat litter.
It's very like gerbil-y.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So gross. It's
Yeah.
like stones. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's, and the thing is, when you're 17, you just feel like you have such an understanding of the world.
For
Oh, of
sure.
course. You
And
think you
you're
know
and you're
everything.
raring for it too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yup.
that's
Yeah.
That's
Yup.
the other thing. You're very like, I'm ready to get out. Like this kid probably thinks he's gonna be a chef.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fair. But
Because he saw a YouTube
Don't
video.
you think though that there's something to that where like you're the adult here. You are in control of your home and everything else in it.
Sure.
This fucking 17-year-old kid stomps in. He's not even your kid. He's
Yeah.
just the
I
boyfriend.
like the stomps ad. That wasn't there before.
I'm just yeah. I mean,
I'm here to
he was
cook.
Like, well, he walks in and goes, I can't work like this.
That's very true.
You know,
That
like
energy.
that energy, and then like
Got
you're
a
just
real Robert Irvine energy.
don't you don't you think like you should be a little bit more, I don't know, just like I know the world, like actually, instead of letting some
It should be
17-year-old,
tonal.
you know what I mean?
Like they should, like it should be.
Yeah.
In my mind, it's like, yeah, I agree with you.
You know what
And
I'm
also,
saying?
this person's like, also all of this can be taken care of with like, I'm sorry, like this is what I had. I was just
Well,
like,
that's right, and that's the
that-
thing is like she was
she
saying
made
that
an
her daughter was
excuse,
trying
like,
to
well,
get her to apologize.
I didn't clean it because I was busy taking you Christmas shopping.
Right,
So
and
you
I
buy
was
this
working.
ungrateful little
and then-
fuck a pair of jeans.
Yeah. And now you
Yeah.
can go to your bedroom for 15 minutes. What happened there?
Yeah.
Right.
We know damn well what happened in those 15 minutes. Somebody finished
Good night.
Yeah.
I'm so much more relaxed than I was a little bit ago.
Somebody finished twice.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
It's
That
still,
17-year-old popped.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. I still think it's an extreme reaction to something like a 17-year-old complaining about the cleanliness of your kitchen. Like, be a little more sensitive if you can. I don't know. It
Wait,
feels
who
a
should
little
be more sensitive?
No, I'm being sarcastic. I'm
Okay,
saying
yeah.
that the adult is like crying about the fact that there's a 17-year-old kid who's judging you. Is it really that's what you're upset about, or are you judging yourself?
Well, if it was, if a 17-year-old was
probably
having sex with my daughter, I might be a little more sensitive to it.
I
This
just
guy's
think I
gonna come here
wouldn't
and fuck my
care.
kid.
Yeah. I don't know. I just
I
don't know
gotta
that I
sit
care.
here and sip tea while the lights are shaking. I don't want this life. This is what I signed up for.
Well, every
Goddamn love chef upstairs is what I'm.
Yeah.
love chef. I don't know. I'm just saying. I think like there's a difference there.
Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely. And there
No,
are,
and they are
like, you
supposed
gotta-
to be an adult.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly.
Also, you can't be like, I don't want to hear it anymore. Like,
yeah, like
that's
to a
like
kid,
super
it's like-
immature.
yeah, exactly. Like don't
What
stoop to
would
their
be
level.
what would be the response then? Let's say this is you're in this situation here.
I think yeah.
What do you say to this guy who's basically having sex with your daughter and criticizing your compost bucket, the cleanliness of your kitchen?
Kind of a weird thing to call his daughter. Throw whatever I want in there.
I'll tell you this much: I don't. Use,
The parchment paper is a metaphor for a rubber.
Nice.
and I don't use a parchment
Nice.
paper here.
That was great.
You had to be about
That was
you're about to be calling you grandpa, grandma. Now I'm switching the gender
good.
roles myself. Yeah.
What do you
man.
What do you do in this situation? If you're in this circumstance, you're the mom in this situation. What are you gonna do?
Honestly, I think, like I said, I feel like to me the answers were kind of written in the submission there. I think this person is judging themselves a little for not being more on top of this stuff.
Absolutely, I agree with that.
You know,
I agree with that.
so
But
I think
yeah.
there's a sensitivity there that normally
Right.
wouldn't be there.
Sure.
I think there's that. And then I think I would honestly, I would probably take the criticism. I don't think I would like talk back or snap back to somebody who's 17. I don't think I would do that.
So you would be
Like-
so. Let's say you've worked your exhausted, long day.
Okay, that's the other thing. Is like if you're putting it into the context of like, oh, I had a bad day, I'm stressed out, whatever.
Sure,
But
sure.
at the same time,
Yeah.
even if I snapped,
Yeah.
I would apologize.
Really?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
This person's a fucking kid. They don't know
Yeah,
anything.
I don't know. I want
that's
to.
how
I want.
feel.
No, I want to feel out what
I
your.
absolutely would maybe snap if
Yeah.
it was a long day and I
Sure.
worked the early
like
shift.
how wrong is this kid? Like
That's what
in
I'm
their
saying.
actions and how wrong.
I don't think the
'Cause
kid's
this kid
that
is-
wrong.
The kid's
Yeah.
is condescending.
He's
Yes.
condescending a little, but like I think he
Oh,
was
twice. In
Twice?
the bucket and also with the I
he
can't work
should have
like
dropped.
that.
Yeah.
He should have dropped the bucket suggestion after the first time he said it, because I think
Yes.
initially
Yeah.
he was maybe
Well,
trying to be helpful.
Then it's 3 times. Yeah, for
But
sure
that's
he
what
was.
I'm saying. He
But
did it
it's
3
also
times.
like sometimes a 17-year-old can have this weird
Yes.
thing of like I can't work like this. I'm gonna clean the kitchen because
Right.
I'm so not. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
condescension there, absolutely.
Yeah, and that's
absolutely.
what I have my issues with.
But
with
I
this
don't
kid.
think. But I don't think you, as an adult, I don't think that's your, and also is not your kid. That's not your responsibility to fix that. Let this kid be an asshole. It's like, yeah, he's dating your daughter. Guess what? They're both 17. She's probably gonna wake up in a year from now and realize he's an asshole and dump him. But either way, it's like
Unless she's
that's-
pregnant.
I was thinking that, but you know, like
For
it's,
sure.
Now we're just writing
Now
an
it's
entirely
just-
new narrative.
Yeah,
This guy
entirely new
wants to
story.
clean everything up, and he
We don't
wants to-
even know that they had sex, but
He's
we're
got,
saying
he's
it.
got this many sensitivity issues to dirtiness, and he think he's going to strap on something that's so confining on him.
No.
Oh lordy.
Yeah.
Am
don't
I
know.
the asshole for having sex with my daughter's boyfriend? That's the next submission.
no.
So what do you?
Yeah,
I mean, yeah,
that-
I
that's-
understand where
you
you're
know
coming
what I'm saying?
from.
I just
get
don't
that.
think it's her job to correct this guy's behavior and also to take it so personally.
So
I
should
don't
we
know.
get into the judgment section?
Yeah,
Let's run into it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So Dara, lead off.
I mean, I think that everybody sucks here. I think you both suck, or they all suck, because technically there's 3, I guess. But I think everybody kind of sucks a little here. I mean, Shane, you said it right off the top when we were starting. You're like, I kind of hate everybody in this story, and I feel basically the same. I think that there are responsibilities that the adult in the story should be taken care of, and I understand shit happens, life
And the
gets
manners
difficult.
the kid should have.
And the manners
Yeah.
the kids should have. Like, there are things that everybody could work on and they just didn't. And that's fine. But there's time to make those changes. And I think that, in my opinion, as the adult in the situation, if it were me, I think you got to apologize to the kid because I don't think he knows any better. And I think that he was initially trying to help. I don't think he knows how condescending he's being, and he's going to find out eventually.
There's a tonal thing when you're older, like how it can.
Exactly.
I would.
He hasn't learned that yet.
Yeah.
So I think everybody sucks.
So you think everybody sucks? I'm gonna go. You get final judgment.
Oh.
I'm gonna go.
I know.
I'm gonna go with.
Listened.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And I'm gonna say right off the top, man. I think that I don't think she sucks. I think the son. I mean, not the son. I think the boyfriend stinks.
Okay.
I think the the daughter stinks. You're gonna come into my home.
This is so Queen
In my
sounding.
house?
You're going to be in my home.
Yeah, I know. This is where he goes every time.
In my house where my children sleep
and get fucked.
and get fucked.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
Where my non-existent partner sleeps. Where my children come and play with their toys.
He was a good firefighter.
In my home.
He died saving babies.
In my home.
Okay, got it.
I'm quoting Godfather, by the way. I just want you to know that. Okay. But I still, getting to it. Yeah, man, you're not about to come into my space after I woke up at 3 in the fucking morning to take to go to work, then take my daughter Christmas shopping, right? And then pick your lazy ass up, and now you're gonna come here criticize my kitchen, criticize my compost bucket, and then you're gonna criticize me? Homie, no. All right? The education of you being an adult starts today. All right? You stink. All right? And my daughter, who's a snitch, you're going to come in here and call me a procrastinator?
I raised you better than that?
And I've raised you better to at least stay with the family.
Snitches get stitches.
You can't
That's right.
You can't
They
even
do.
stick with the fam. I give you shelter.
Where's your dad?
Yeah. Exactly.
Thank you.
Yeah, he went down with Tower 2, and I gotta sit here and deal with this nonsense?
Oh, man.
Nah, bruh. Nah.
All right.
I'm gonna say full on, these kids are terrible, and I feel like I, as this woman, have failed as a parent, and that is something you gotta swallow, and it sucks. He sucks. My daughter sucks.
Okay.
And I'm just trying to get by as a single mother in this world.
Trump 2024.
We're gonna make it. We're gonna make America great again. Again.
Okay, Shade.
That was a lot.
Yeah, that was heavy.
I know.
That was heavy.
Grant the most latitude in this story to the daughter.
Yeah, I
Like,
agree.
yeah.
I agree.
Hold on.
Calm down.
I haven't
Lloyd.
spoken.
I'll let you have your fucking stump speech.
I haven't spoken yet.
Okay.
I like the shit talking thing is the only thing she does wrong in this whole thing. Like
Right.
her asking her mother to apologize is through embarrassment.
Yes.
And
also being a kid.
And being a kid. And also, kind of, she's still right about that. The parent should not be like that. Like, even at the end of the day, the parent is still a little wrong because they're the adult. So be an adult. This fucking kid, though, this cook,
Yeah.
that's the
Gordon
only
Ramsay.
job this kid's ever going to have. This is a fucking prick.
Yeah.
Like, he's wrong on so many levels, and maybe he'll change. But this fucking kid, like, I had this visual of him being like, see, I put parchment paper in the bucket,
Yeah.
like doing
I
that.
did
And I was
too.
like,
I had the
I will
same-
put that bucket over your head and punch you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I ring your fucking bell.
I will put that bucket on your stomach with a rat in it and put a
Oh my
heating
God, like
torch.
Fast
can
and Furious 2?
Yeah.
Bitch,
Yeah,
please.
I mean, you can miss me with that shit, dude. That
Yeah.
fucking bun's coming out
Yeah.
here holding a bucket, a dirty bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
and then they're still like, oh, the tap's not gonna work. Like when
The
they go
hose.
out, yeah,
The
yeah,
hose,
like,
yeah.
It's like they do the right. They're like trying to help. You
Yeah.
know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're fucking tired. They got up at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
So it's probably more like 4:30.
Yeah.
But like,
It always is a little bit.
It's
yeah, so
always
it's like,
a
yeah,
little,
of course
yeah.
you mean the
Yeah.
details are on your side.
Of
Yeah.
course.
100%.
So, and the parent, like, I'm allowing more for the parent. Of all the people in this story, I am on the daughter's side the most, and then the parent the second most, and this little shit the third. Because the parent, like, long day, that kind of stuff. This fucking kid is 17 years old.
Yeah.
He probably wants to cook dinner at their house because his home's life is a fucking shambles.
Yeah.
You know?
Could be.
Like,
Probably
yeah.
not allowed to cook even. That's why it's so clean.
Could
yeah,
be.
probably don't know how to
Yeah.
wash his fucking hands neither. Like, I like that's where I go with it. Everyone in this is a little shitty or a
Okay.
little wrong. But I've been in plenty of conflicts like that. But I got some latitude for this poor woman as well.
Okay.
I just don't like this fucking kid.
Okay.
I know this boy reminds me of someone I grew up with who the tone of him is just like, he's not like wrong, but
Yes.
he's doing everything wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
it's like, and that's like a young person's
This
thing.
kid reminds
That's what
me
I'm
of me as a kid. And
Yeah,
it
like
really it upsets me.
fucking least surprising thing you've said.
It doesn't. It makes me.
like-
It's embarrassing, and I feel bad for myself.
Like that. Like so, he just. Well, even he may be correct about some things. He is wrong the way he's doing
Yes.
things, and like tone
Absolutely.
counts for a lot. It's like the
Yeah.
text message kind of like
Yes.
argument,
Yes.
energy, yeah.
The 2 spaces in between the periods. Don't
Yeah.
come at me with that via text message.
What?
That's
We have
ridiculous.
we have little things that kind
Little
of irk.
things,
Yeah.
like like an HR manager when friends and people do that, where it's like period space.
Yeah.
Oh, it's wild. You've never seen this?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's just like, you know, when you
It's-
get like a text that's just so cold.
Yeah, like
and
robotic.
there's just
the
like
periods
so
and
like
the
certain
space.
things, like it's like so official.
You guys are explaining nothing right now.
Hear me out. Like,
Okay.
you know, when somebody sends you a text message that feels like, honestly, like you're at a company and they're sending, and it's not that relationship. Like, you're friends, but they're talking
Yes.
to you as if you guys work together in an office.
Right.
And there's a coldness to their text, and you're like, this is like shitty.
robotic.
You know what I
kinda,
mean?
Yeah.
And it's like
no
so,
emotion.
yeah, it's so official
No
in a way.
exclamations.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it feels like it's like completely void of any sort
like
of
if
human.
it's like I text you like, Kunal, I need to do that. I need you to do that thing you asked me to do or whatever.
That's
Yeah.
even
That's
too
not-
casual, but it'd
Yeah.
be like, hey, period. Remember when we spoke about going to that show? Question mark. Would you like to go Tuesday? Question mark. Let me know. Period. I would love to go with you.
You
Period.
guys
It's like
are
very.
harboring a lot.
I have no idea what I'm
That's
talking about,
like
but that's.
really.
But that's what I'm
I
saying.
think that's not
This is
crazy
real.
to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
and
real.
also, you're thinking of someone when you say that.
But I'm
Yeah,
thinking
yeah,
of a lot of
course.
people.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
has happened a lot.
This should not bother you. This much.
well,
It's weird. I think
Yeah.
it's weird.
I got my things. People get mad at me because I always write "hey" when I text.
Oh wait, you do hey and then say nothing?
Yeah.
I hate that.
you know what this guy does? You know what this guy does?
Oh,
You know
I'm
what this
sorry.
guy's-
I'm. You say hello. That's crazy. I don't
Without
come up to you, I don't
anything
go,
else? Just
"Hi,
tell me
Kunal,
what
this
you
is what I
want."
need from you right now in this very moment.
Yes. Tell me
No,
what you
You
want.
fucking Yankees are so goddamn awful.
It's crazy.
This
Hey, with
fucking-
nothing?
We're all
Get
so
outta
goddamn
here.
busy. I can't stop to say hi. I told the grocer I'd pay him for these bananas next week. I didn't have time to reach for my wallet.
Amen.
Here you go. Fuck
Amen.
yourselves and fuck
I'm
the
just
Mets.
saying, we know you want something. Just
Yeah.
tell me what you want. It's
Right.
very simple.
It's
Just
this
follow
guy-
it up.
Yeah, that's
follow it up.
crazy. Just get right
Literally.
to it.
Fucking insane.
Literally.
That somebody's taking
We are-
the time.
We
to
are not
ask
in the
how-
minority here,
Yeah.
Brad. You
oh,
are.
I am.
Yes, you
there-
are.
Okay, it's 2-1, and you're fucking
I
business
just spoke
partners.
to someone about this.
and
who's
you
also
grew
from
up in
New
the
York.
same.
Yes,
Oh,
maybe it is a
somebody's-
New Yorker thing.
It might
maybe
be
it
a
is.
New-
It
it's
might be.
definitely
It's,
New York.
it
It's
might
like,
be.
that's crazy. Like you
That's
guys are doing
fair.
it that way
That's fair.
here and
That's
everywhere else in
fine.
the goddamn
But guess
world.
what? We're living in New York.
Yeah.
So embrace it.
So am I.
That's what I'm saying. So
All right. So
Anyway.
getting back to what a
It's
wild.
fucking crazy
Wild
because it's
tangent.
the same kind of energy when somebody walks onto the train when you're trying to get off.
Yes.
That like you're like
yeah.
that's what
That is
it's
rude.
as rude as
rude.
like me being like, hey, it's not. That's
That's
you
not the
guys.
same.
You guys are in the. It's the
It's not
fucking
the same.
100%.
I wouldn't think it's there's difference.
I don't think it's the
physical,
same.
Yeah.
It's not the
Yeah, you're
same.
right. Fuck it. Yeah, like now that I make a point, fucking get fucked. It's insane that you guys like think like I was getting off the train and she walked on. Like that's rude.
It is rude. But
It is rude. It is rude.
Yes.
It's not.
It's
as bad
also
as
rude to
hey.
be like, hey, blah, 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 blah.
I don't mind that at all.
I think I
It's
get to the
fucking
point.
Same
Get to the
it's the
point.
same amount of
It's like just get to the
I
point.
mean, we
don't
already
know.
here, right?
Yeah.
You got my number. We already know each other. What more we
You don't
gotta?
need- you don't need to
hit
get
me with a hey.
We don't need to talk about how your day's going
we
first.
don't need to do that. Just
we
hit
don't.
me
We
with the- come on, I
Just
got
tell
it.
me what you
but
want.
here's
Because
the
I
thing.
wanna do you
Here
that
is
favor.
my point about the text message.
Yes.
You're like, now I need the warmth when this person is being robotic and be like, hey, would you like to go?
But
to
hey
here?
is not warmth to me.
Hold on. Hold on.
Okay.
God damn it. Hey, Dot. Would you still like to go to that concert we talked about on Wednesday? ? I would like to go. That's them explaining and doing everything right, and somehow still it's it's not enough for you.
It's not that it's not enough. I just think there's a weird robotic energy behind people who text like that. I'm not saying it's not okay. I think
it's a robotic thing to be like, give me this right now instead of hello. Help me with this. It's fine.
No. No. Just saying hey is like, we know you're texting for a reason. It's not like you're on the phone.
First of all, you're friends with Kunal. You know goddamn well people text for no reason.
I mean,
like he texted me.
But there's a point though, usually still. Do you know what I mean?
There is not.
It's to make you laugh, really. That's what it was. That's usually why.
There is not.
You're comedians. That makes sense for you. You know what I mean?
Don't excuse this shit.
I do text you to make, if they are random and they make no
I mean,
sense.
Text me. Here's what I get.
Yeah.
This is my fucking Kunal call.
Yeah.
Hey, you got a second? Yeah, man. What's up? I just need to bitch to you about something.
I mean, he does this to me too.
And there's a 20-minute diatribe about how someone used chopsticks and a fork.
Yo, I do got a strong point about that.
That is annoying.
It's bullshit. And that's like, but I know you want something. Don't say hello. Just get to it.
It's say hello.
You guys have
Just
the energy of people
follow it
who yell at airline attendants for a flight not taking off in time because there's a snowstorm.
No, I would never do that.
Hate it.
No, I would never do that. I would
never. In the
Everyone
service
from New York is from Long Island. That's how I am.
Service industry.
The service industry.
No, I would never
people.
do that. No, that's
people.
amazing.
Salt of the earth.
Hey, what kind of knives do you guys use back then? Because this tomato's a little smushed. Fucking highfalutin bullshit.
Oh my God.
Wait, you got to give a ruling.
You gotta give a ruling.
What do you guys think?
No, well, she said.
I'm going whatever you two are siding on, which I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same.
No,
I
it's not.
thought you said that they all kind of suck, but you just ranked them in a hierarchy.
I didn't think that the mom sucked.
Yeah,
think everybody else
said
sucked.
that everybody else does. I said everybody sucks, so technically you both suck, whatever.
Yeah, and then I just said the mom doesn't suck. She said everyone
The
sucks.
daughter gets gold, the mom gets silver, and
the kid
boy
gets the worst one.
Yeah.
Because there are 3, so we can't say you both technically. So
they
but
all
whatever.
suck.
So you're gonna say they all suck.
So everybody sucks a
They
little.
all suck.
Yeah, just
To
different
varying.
levels of suckage.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
wanna bang
Fair
that
enough.
gavel? There you go.
Yeah.
It's pretty sturdy.
It's
Not
pretty,
bad,
it's a
right?
pretty sturdy gavel.
I got it in a PR box.
Boring.
Thing
I don't have time for this. Just tell me what you want.
I can respect that. Understand?
Fine.
Yeah.
I used it to break
Tell me a
chocolate.
story about how you got this tiny mallet. How'd you get it?
No, I'm sad. No, I don't want to tell
I
it
would
now.
love to know now.
It was like a breaking chocolate, and like you break chocolate.
Oh,
Yeah,
cute.
it's kind of cool. Which is, it's sturdier than you'd think for something like that.
Yeah,
But
no.
here we are.
But like, I don't think it's crab strong.
No. We could definitely
So this is
easily
like this
break
is
that.
if this were a knife, it could maybe spread butter.
Maybe cut a tomato.
spread
I don't
butter.
know.
It's like, but not and cut a tomato, but not. But it still works. And maybe some people have other things to do that.
And
they
I would never
go
judge
get
them
their
for
fucking
it.
knives sharpened.
I would
at a
never
Cutco.
judge them for it. There's a knife sharpening like ice cream truck in my mom's neighborhood.
Of course.
Wait,
there
what?
is.
Yeah, they like go. It's like a black ice cream truck, and they sharpen knives.
You just bring them knives, and that's so 50s.
I know,
feel
it's
like.
so dope.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
But if they're good knives, it would make sense, though.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I guess so.
How often do you get your knives sharpened?
I have a knife sharpener.
I don't judge my
How
mother.
convenient.
I'm like a food blogger, food photographer, whatever. I have to have good
tell
kitchen
me
utensils.
that. I know these things.
I'm just saying.
Look, I'm a food personality too. I had a show on Paramount Plus. I made people like Guy Fieri.
Did you met Guy Fieri?
Oh,
Like for real?
he called me.
Oh my god, amazing.
Yeah, after,
I've heard he's actually very nice.
Yeah,
I've heard
he's a
good-
nice guy.
yeah,
Yeah, you want to talk about a guy who gets to the point in a conversation.
Does he?
He goes, "Hello, like we got a lot to talk about. Keep kicking ass. Call me back soon. Click."
That
I like that.
was
that
awesome.
tracks. Yeah.
I like that. I like that
Awesome.
energy.
It was cool.
All right, so we've
Good
got
kisser.
it in, and this is the end of the episode.
Yeah. Well, we were
You guys
just.
just missed my gay Guy Fieri joke, and no.
I wouldn't hear it.
Now
I just
wanna
go
hear-
good kisser, and you guys just went right over
I'm
it.
so sorry. My
You guys
fault.
went right over it. I was
My
like, I got to
fault.
clear this up
I didn't
right
hear it.
now.
I didn't hear it.
I'm trying to come off as the good guy here. Watch my special.
I think you are coming off as the good guy.
I think you are. We're coming
Absolutely.
off like monsters.
Yeah, we're
so
the
that's
monsters
fine.
here. No, yeah.
media elite market Yankee fuck.
Shane.
Derek Jeter's the best. That's us.
We don't think
That's
that at all.
him.
We don't think that at
I'm
all.
a Mets fan, unfortunately. so.
Where can people find you?
I am Shane Torres across all social media platforms. ShaneIsAComedian.com for the website. I have a podcast with Kyle Kinane called No Accounting for Taste, where we defend the many malign things in this world and try and find the positive in them. Rollerblading, Disney adulting, things like that. So it's a real fun time. But my big thing would be if you watched my special, The Blue-Eyed Mexican. It's available on YouTube, produced by Bert and Leanne Kreischer. And it's on their Bert's channel as well as my own. So that would mean a lot to me. And catch me on the road. I am out there all the time. Diamond status on Delta, baby.
Ooh, see, I don't have that
Million
shit.
Miler Club. What's up?
Well, I like that.
I love that.
All right.
Yeah.
Dara?
And for us, you can find us at You Both Suck Podcast. You can submit your own squabbles on our Instagram. There's a link in our bio for that. We've also got a Reddit now. I made a Reddit I was really tired yesterday, and I was just poking around.
You were really tired and you made a website just
What did I
like
email
a
you?
discussion forum.
Literally, what did I email you? I was like, I had a busy day in my brain, but physically I haven't moved. I think that's what I told you.
Right.
Because I was like, I don't know. I was just like in my
That's
head.
hard. I know. That's
You know,
very
those
draining,
days where you're just like, I'm just doing
I'm
stuff.
gonna have to email
Yeah.
50 people about different shit, and you're like,
Yes.
it's overwhelming to get this mountain of shit done.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's where I was
Yeah.
yesterday. So I just
get
made a Reddit, and it's fun. And so now you can submit that way too.
You
if
can
you'd
submit
like.
your squabbles in multiple ways.
Multiple ways, really. We have a voice recording. We've got a lot of ways, but that's I think kind of
Yeah,
it for
fact.
us. Yeah. And I'm at Dara Pollock.
We don't have a.
Oh, wait,
Here's-
sorry.
If you had a fax, that could be like your gimmick.
My God, a
If
fax.
you're like,
Yes.
you guys like the only way.
I don't
Right.
think I've. Yeah, that would be the only way.
We would get squabbles and
be
doctor
funny.
referrals that went in the wrong place.
Yeah, that's so
man.
funny to
A
think about. Like,
fax.
some guy's like, I gotta get this my heart checked, and you're like, well, this week we're talking about Bill's conditions.
You can find me at All Day KCA. That's the website. That's all the social media
Yeah.
dates and everything up there. All right. Thank you.
Thanks for having me. I
Thank
love you,
you,
buddy.
Forrest.
It's a
Love you
pleasure,
too.
Dara.
Yes, thanks
This
for
was
coming on.
fantastic.
This is so nice. Thanks for having me in your home.
All right. We'll see you guys next week.
Okay, bye.
Bye.